Hello, Panda Pals. Let's talk about The Last Resort, Season 2, Episode 13. Now, time is running out for these morons, and things are not looking that great for any one of them. So, let's talk about it. But before we do, be sure to click that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up so that the algorithm gods know to give a crap about me, okay? Okay. Darcy and Robert the Knobber are working on their fitness. They are keeping things tight.
Tighten that tush. Work it. Work it.
You know what hurts? My ass hurts.
What you putting up there, buddy? Might I suggest a little more lube? Also, side note, but kind of related, I now know what Robert's chocolate starfish looks like. They say curiosity killed the cat. Unfortunately, it did not kill me.
My nana hurts. I just had a vagina rejuvenation. It's tingling a little bit.
Jeez, I am learning a lot of stuff about things that I wish I could leave this earth not knowing. Remember, Rob was not at dinner last night, so this is his introduction to Darcy. Cardio with a side of learning all about her meat curtains. He's known her for 2 minutes. He already knows too much. Darcy is like, hey hottie with a thoughtie, why weren't you at dinner last night? And Rob tells her all about Sophie accusing him of cheating.
She comes out and she makes this announcement. Rob's got a dating profile. And it's like, no, I'm not online talking to anybody right now.
And then he talks about how all of the girls were ganging up on him, calling him a liar when he is the most honest guy that he knows.
All the girls are, oh, Sophie. Oh, Sophie.
Right.
And I have to defend myself.
I needed a minute yesterday. It was a rough day for me.
Then he asks Darcy what he missed, and she tells him that things got really heated last night, and Stacy was being mean to her for absolutely no reason and accusing her of wanting to sleep with her man.
Like she was mad?
Kinda, just had an attitude. She said, what, do you want my husband?
That's what she said?
Yep.
And Rob to her face is like, what? That is crazy. But behind her back, he's like, yeah, I get why she said that. It's not surprising to me.
Florian hangs out with her too damn much. I can see why Stacy might be like, what's up with you? You trying to get at my man or what?
Ari is like, Bini has zero interest in being my husband, and all these other morons at this stupid retreat have crawled up his ass and died. So like, what am I even doing here?
I asked to speak with James and Sarah to figure out what the future looks like for us and what the future looks like for us here at the retreat.
They sit down, and Ari says that she's still pretty uncomfortable around Bini, and she doesn't want to sit there and play the blame game, but that is largely why she came here.
I wanted him to be held accountable for the things that he's done that are not okay.
AKA, she wants him to admit that he's wrong and have everyone around her tell her that she is right.
Seems like he's the only one who has done maybe worse than anyone else here, and he gets to just skate off.
Sarah is like, listen, girly, Bini can tell his story however he wants, okay? If he does not take accountability or doesn't take accountability in exactly the way that you want, there is absolutely nothing you can do to change that.
What can I control? Control that. What can I control? Let the rest go.
Have you met Ari? I do not think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Ari then says that she thinks the two of them would be better off alone.
I just don't believe that any of the things that were promised to me, I don't believe that they're gonna be carried out, so it's just hard.
And Bini says that all of her drama is way too much for him, and he's honestly been over this relationship for a very, very long time.
For me, already just I'm done, like an emotional, like romance connection. Already just for a long time we stop.
James is like, wait, so are you guys saying that you want to get a divorce? And Ari is like, yeah, I mean, I've been the only one trying to fix this marriage and it's still broken, so I want out, I'm done. So the two are calling it quits and they're gonna be leaving the resort, and honestly, most days I kind of forget that they're here, so whatever.
We're going to make sure that we have resources for you guys, continued tools. How do we continue with the goal of friendship and getting through this in the least complicated way?
If the tools are anything like the ones that you've provided at this resort, you can keep them. Ari is happy because she's finally free, but she is upset because she pretty much wasted 5 years of her life for nothing, and now she has to start over. Stacy wakes up and she is hungover AF, and she is looking like a hot mess.
I want empanadas. Can you get me empanadas? It's not empanada.
She asks Florian what she missed last night because she was so drunk that she was pretty much not even there. And Florian is like, well, you screamed at Darcy a whole bunch and told her to stay away from me.
Leave my husband alone.
You know what? I had to get it out. No, I'm gonna get a shower. A dump in a shower.
Dumb there in the shower.
Josh joins Rob and Darcy on the bikes, and he's like, I cannot wait for this to be over. Him and Natalie are now staying in separate rooms because Natalie will not stop picking fights with him.
I don't need anything from Natalie but to just act normal. I just need her to work with me as opposed to working against me.
Josh then unloads on Darcy, and he's like, Natalie has called me every terrible name in the book, and I'm sick of it, okay? I am a good person. Like, I am a giver.
I just can't keep having her cut me down when I haven't done anything wrong.
She apologized? I
No.
mean, obviously she should know she shouldn't be saying those
She is
things,
not.
but...
To be fair, all of his apologies are also not genuine, so, you know. Darcy's like, so what does she want from you? And Josh is like, oh, you know, she wants to be a part of my life. She wants to be in my house, meet my kids, be friends with my friends. And then Darcy's like, okay. And then Rob is like, no. He's forgetting to mention she is crazy.
She's unpredictable.
She's unpredictable, and I can't bring that into my home.
And speak of the devil, and she shall appear.
Natalie just like snuck up to us with crazy eyes. Oh, I should have known. If she wasn't right there, she'd probably be on the roof or something listening.
Natalie comes up, she hops on a bike, she throws her usual shade at Josh, saying she's gonna join them despite Josh abandoning her like he always does. And Rob is like, damn, I really wish this bike was not stationary.
And I'm wishing I could ride off. Like, I'm wishing the wheels worked. Like, can I just get out of here? Because this is just so weird.
Natalie is having a hard time getting her bike to work, and Josh is over here contemplating whether he should help her or not because he really doesn't want to talk to her. But he goes against his intuition and he gets up and helps her, and of course, Natalie starts being Natalie.
Yeah, just pedal the bike.
Yeah, I had trouble with it too.
Pedal this way. There you go.
There it goes, yeah? Okay.
There you go.
Here.
Natalie starts pedaling and she's like, ooh, this is fun. So did you know that Josh sucks? And Darcy is like, I didn't really ask. But Natalie just keeps on going like someone is going to punch her in the face if she stops talking.
Josh ignores me here. And he tells the people nasty stuff about me. He body shames me.
Then Natalie is like, you need to be more devoted to me instead of lying and cheating.
Be devotion.
I'm gonna let you guys enjoy your
News here,
workouts. I'm out of here.
Jasmine meets up with Reba for a little one-on-one because Gino still will not touch her and will not let anyone else touch her. Reba is like, okay, so sex is clearly not what keeps you two together, so what is? Like, why are you still with this man? Jasmine does a hard think, and she's like, I mean, we have so much fun together.
We get along, like we are funny together, we laugh. It's hard to explain. It's a weird dynamic that we have.
Is it hard to explain because you are lying? You have fun together, bitch, where? And Jasmine is like, listen, I can't explain it, but I love him.
I cannot see myself building my life without this man. And on the other hand, I cannot see myself in a sexless marriage.
So they start talking about an open marriage, and Reba tells her that her and her husband of 9 years have been ethically non-monogamous their entire relationship. And Jasmine is like, really? Well, no wonder you look so happy.
It takes a lot of conversations, really good conflict resolution skills, and it does take a lot of self-awareness.
She is very kindly telling you that an open marriage is the dumbest thing that the two of you could choose to do.
And it does take confidence and a lot of connection.
What it could be Gino and me.
It could be.
It could be. Why not?
Yeah.
Reba looks at her like, bitch, be so fucking for real right now. And she tells her that she's not gonna be the one to encourage them to blow up their marriage by entering into an open marriage. She needs to talk to Gino, and they need to come to that decision on their own. Jasmine tells us that an open marriage will only serve to strengthen her marriage and encourage intimacy between her and Gino.
I don't want to have a third person in a permanent way. I want this to be temporary.
Which is very funny considering that her third person just put a baby in her. Julia and Brandon sit down for some family therapy with James because Brandon's mom and Julia do not get along. Julia says that Betty is always competing with her for Brandon's attention and affection, and of course Brandon tells her that she's just being crazy.
I feel like Julia imagines this competition.
Your mom have this competition since day one.
I just feel like you're making it up.
Brandon is like, I have always told you that you, my wife, are the most important person to me. And Julia is like, cool, tell your mother that. And Brandon is like, you know, I would rather not. I feel like if you cannot tell your mother that your wife is the most important person in your life, that is problematic. We say hello to his parents, and Brandon tells James that if people understood how amazing his parents are, they would understand why he is so close with them. There is a difference between having a close relationship with your parents and an enmeshed relationship with your parents. His parents say they care about both of them, and Julia calls bullshit.
No, I think you guys care more about only Brandon, not about me. Them only listen his side, but them never listen my side.
I mean, I get it. He is their son, so there is gonna be a little bit of a bias. But I do feel like Brandon and his mom are a little bit too codependent. Then Julia starts to cry because she doesn't have her parents here to support her the way that Brandon's parents support him.
I want my parents here. I want to have my support side. I have somebody who comes to them and say what my husband doing wrong. I want.
And then she's like, I have good news, but I don't even feel like sharing it anymore. But obviously she does. She tells everybody that she secretly applied for visas for her parents to come to the US, and they have their interview coming up.
I applied documents for my parents without telling anybody. I have a day for interview for my parents to come here.
Brandon is not happy because he does not want her parents here in the US.
You keep coming with things. It's another lie. She cheated on me, you know that?
So Brandon walks away. His parents are like, dude, come back. Walking away solves nothing. And then Julia is like, typical Brandon, running away from all his problems.
Why is he walking away?
I mean, that is your son. You always blame me for every single thing.
Girl, you just gut punched him. He needs a minute. James chases after Brandon and he tries to get him to come back, but Brandon is so over it.
I've tried, but I'm the one who keeps getting hurt.
Yeah.
It's not fair. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of it.
Brandon's parents are like, dude, could you maybe not hurt our son? Like, what the fuck, girl?
Don't hurt our son. You died him, please.
This is like tearing us apart because there was something special between you two.
In my opinion, his parents are handling the news very well. Like, if I had a child and I found out that their partner cheated on them, I would be very mean. Ari is heading out and Bini helps her carry her luggage to the car and she's like, now you want to be helpful. Cool. She tells him that all she's ever wanted is for him to be happy and successful, and Bini is like, thanks, that's nice.
Thanks for everything. We need to focus for Avi. We need teamwork. Whatever something you need me, I'll be there. No doubt.
Bini then gives her a proper hug and sends her on her way. Then Bini goes to tell everyone that him and Ari are getting a divorce, so they are gonna be leaving the resort early. Florian is like, damn, that sucks, but honestly, I think their son's gonna bring them back together. And do not put that on their son, okay? That is not his responsibility. They all promise to keep in touch, and then Bini leaves.
Scary, very scary.
It's very real to come in here with hope and leave not together.
Rob is like, damn, they had the most to fight for because they have a kid together. Like, if they can't even get their shit together, then what the fuck are all of us even doing here?
It's like an eye-opener. There are some things that even therapy cannot fix.
And that, my Panda Pals, is all I have for you today. Next episode, everybody heads out to paint the town red, and Josh is reinvigorated to love NUTALIE for some reason.
We have the most beautiful girls in this van.
I mean, I just think it's love bombing at this point so that he can keep her in his web, but we shall see. Jasmine talks to Gino about some rules for a potential open marriage, and he shuts that shit down, crushing all of her hopes and dreams.
What should I do now? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
And Stacy blows up after Darcy gives her some hot goss about Florian potentially being unfaithful.
Are you other women behind my back?
1 second, Stace.
I don't need this anymore.
So get your popcorn ready for that one. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments what you thought. I hope to see you for the next one, and as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye!